Lovely evening, yes? Beautiful temperature, yes? Yes, yes. We'll take this. This, by the way, I don't know if everybody knows, but everybody should know. This is our good friend Jake Rolls here. And me and Jake have had quite a number of adventures just in this past week alone, right, Jake? A week ago tonight, Sunday night, we all arrived for adult music camp at Blue Skies. And it was really, really fun. A few years ago, the kids' camp started about 20 years ago. And a few years after that, there's a bunch of adults that went, well, the kids are having a camp. Why can't we have a camp too? And so we tried to figure out exactly when the best time would be to have a camp. And we figured that, well, there is a little slot after kids' camp on the Sunday after the work weekend. You don't want to get in the way of the work weekend. We could go from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till about noon on Wednesday. So 2.5 days, you could do a whole bunch of stuff. And if you wanted it, we could camp if you wanted to, or just commute, come in for the day. And that's what they did. So almost 50 grown-ups came to camp. And we did, Jake and I ran the Sing Around the Campfire program. That's trying to keep a whole bunch of plates all in the air at the same time. Play the chords, remember the words, sing the words, change the chords at the same time, learn how to play one or two little melody notes, and get everyone to be able to sing along with you. That's, and then there was a bluegrass stream which had Jenny Whiteley and Joey Wright, a local couple from Elphin, happens to be a Juno Award or two right there. Brilliant musicians. They did the bluegrass stream. They have a bluegrass camp in July at their place that's very successful. So they came and helped out the bluegrass players learn how to knock her down in G and A and have all sorts of fun like that. And then Nicola Audie came for a choir stream. So we had choirs, we had bluegrassers, and we had campfire singers. And at the end, the last session of each day, we all got together and shared what we had learned that day. And gosh darn, was it ever fun.
Incredible.
It was really fun. So think about it for next year. Well, it was full, but if you get in early, maybe you could come next year. But Jake was my number one hand around the campfire singers. And he makes sure that my buttons are done up correctly. Apparently he didn't make sure that I was reading the right page of the program earlier on today, but that was my
team effort.
Team effort.
We're
okay.
all responsible.
Anyway, I just wanted to show this. Somebody brought it to me. This is the birthday card for Blue Skies that people signed, and it's going to go somewhere, and you'll see it over the next while. It's nice material, and we'll hang it somewhere. But isn't it it's a beautiful birthday card, and it's signed by a number of people, and we'll find a really nice spot for it. It's got solid grommets on it. It's good, solid, heavy canvas material. We'll be able to use this baby for all sorts of stuff.
Can people still sign it?
You can still sign it.
Where?
We'll have it probably in the field tomorrow if it's not raining or, on the open stage.
Info booth?
Yeah, info booth.
Yeah, maybe the info booth. Yeah, so if you want to sign it tomorrow before you leave, it'll be at the info booth, okay? Very good. Okay, here we go. Fold your laundry, Jake. Okay. There we are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. La 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 la.
You take.
I'll take that. All right. Okay, here. Look after your laundry. There we go. It's okay, Maria. We're just doing a little laundry here.
Well, they told me I was going to be on the apron. I thought I'd have to do dishes.
Yeah. Whew.
Laundry is no problem.
Maria's all the way from beautiful Edmonton, Alberta. Bringing a touch of the West with her. Brilliant songwriter. Has 7 recordings. Her 2022 Juno Award winner. Congratulations. Her latest record, Joyful, Banner Blazing. What a great title. Singing songs of joy and solidarity and optimism and making things on this here planet better. So friends, please put your hands together and welcome a friend of Blue Skies, Maria Dunn.
I'll tell you how the work went. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Not 1 second was misspent. Speed up, speed up, speed up. My fingers nimble, face intent. Speed up, speed up, speed up. I'd like to see you try it, friend. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Woo! That's your part, hooping and hollering between verses. This is a work song inspired by women who worked at the GWG clothing factory, where the faster they worked, the more money they made. Thus the speed up, speed up, speed up. So I hope you'll join me on that as well. You ready? I'll tell you how the work went. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Not 1 second was misspent. Speed up, speed up, speed up. My fingers nimble, face intent. Speed up, speed up, speed up. I'd like to see you try it, friend. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Woo! Now that I've gotten good and fast, speed up, speed up, speed up. They've upped the ante for my task. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Each time I get ahead, they're back. Speed up, speed up, speed up. To raise the bar and stretch the slack. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Woo! Each extra inch seems like a mile. Speed up, speed up, speed up. So bundles take a bit of guile. Speed up, speed up, speed up. You snatch the small size with a smile. Speed up, speed up, speed up. It's head down for another while. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Woo! Now you're gonna sing Keep Up. Come weekend, it's another race. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Another job, another pace. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Each dollar more is saving grace. Keep up, keep up, keep up. To bring my family to this place. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Woo! My husband and I were healthy young. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Still, who knows what we're running on. Keep up, keep up, keep up. We pass each other the baton. Keep up, keep up, keep up. When one comes home, the other's gone. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Woo! Sometimes I need a little cry. Keep up, keep up, keep up. All I do's just scraping by. Keep up, keep up, keep up. For making friends there's little time. Keep up, keep up, keep up. It's head down for another while. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Woo! Each pocket seam and bottom hem I've sewn for my children. I'll watch them grow and know for them it's worth it all in the end. It's worth it all in the end. It's worth it all in the end. Any grandmothers out there? This is a song inspired by grandmothers around the world and all the work they do to make their communities better places. Old woman, don't you know your thoughts should ramble? Old woman, don't you know your voice should tremble? Just wait till they see you dancing in the street. Just wait until they hear you singing to your heartbeat. When the grandmothers meet, when the grandmothers meet. Oh, be in that number when the grandmothers meet. In 1882 on Skye the Laird's men came to shift the crofters once again their bloody aim. Armed with only songs their birthright and their sticks, the women of the braes barred police from their midst. When the grandmothers sing, when the grandmothers sing, will you add your voice when the grandmothers sing? Oh, that's your part. In another Caledonia, grandmothers stand. Once more they are defending native land. A peaceful occupation to remind those who forgot. 6 nations never sold it, it should never have been bought. When the grandmothers speak, when the grandmothers speak, will your heart be open when the grandmothers speak? They see their children die of AIDS, their grandchildren mourn. Family in tatters, village fabric torn. They've already labored years to till and to sow. Now they're holding up the sky over death's relentless toll. When the grandmothers dance, when the grandmothers dance, will you move in time when the grandmothers dance? The earth heaved a sigh under Haiti's feet. Too many hearts crushed in dust and concrete. While the news tunes its violins too rapidly to hear the sound of women singing to drive away the fear. When the grandmothers sing, when the grandmothers sing, will you add your voice when the grandmothers sing? Thank you so much. Also inspired by women's work songs from the Gaeltacht, the Scottish Hebrides. So thanks for singing along there. We were just singing vocables. Don't worry, you weren't singing any dirty words. Thanks so much, Magoo, for that beautiful introduction. And it's such an honor to be here at Blue Skies for the first time ever in person. And it's your number 50, so what an honor to be here. And among all these beautiful musicians, it's just been a wonderful weekend for my heart and for my ears. And it's an honor to be here on traditional homelands of Algonquin Anishinaabe people. I live and work on Treaty 6 territory, Amiskwatsiwaskayakan, which means Beaver Hills House in Nehiawewin, which is the language of people who were called Cree by the Europeans. And it is colonially known as Edmonton. That whole area is traditional lands and current lands and gathering place of many diverse Indigenous peoples, including Nehiawak, Dene, Blackfoot, Nakota Sioux, Saulteaux, Métis, and Inuit peoples. Maria Dan Nitsigason, Scotland Otsinia, Maga Amiskwachi Waskayakanich Niwigan, which means I now live in Beaver Hills House, but I was born in Scotland. And as an immigrant settler to Turtle Island, it's my responsibility to understand the truth of colonization and to work towards reckoning, conciliation, and equity with all my relations here. I also have the honor of telling a lot of workers' stories from the Edmonton area. And Renee Peavy was a young worker at the Gainers meatpacking plant in northeast Edmonton, not far from where I live. In the spring of 1986, she and her fellow workers started to see ads in the newspaper for replacement workers for their jobs when they should have been in negotiations with the owner to share the profits that they had helped him make over the 2 previous years. In 1984, he had asked them for rollbacks to help the company out, to help turn things around. He also happened to be, the very poor owner of the Stanley Cup winning Edmonton Oilers at the time. He who shall not be named. And so all of those workers, they had worked with their hearts and their minds to turn things around. They tripled production in 2 years, and the result that they saw, as I said, was ads for replacement workers at much lower wages than what they were earning. Thus started in June 1986, the Gainers strike that reverberated across our city, across our province, and our country, with boycotts of Gainers meats, in solidarity with those workers in Northeast Edmonton. So thank you. A few years ago, Renee sat down with the Alberta Labour History Institute, and she shared what it felt like to be a young worker that very first day on her very first picket line. This is called Heart in Hand. It's a bright June morning, a beautiful day. Though it turned so ugly, I remember it that way till those buses start in like they'll never stop, coming for to carry some poor fool to my job. Then like a seamless dance where the partners glide o'er the graceful flow of stream and tide, we all moved so instinctively from the deepest well of our dignity. Heart in throat, heart in hand, sitting arm in arm. You can see here I am, I look so young, but I am strong, not scared. My sisters, my brothers, I'm there. Do you think so little of me? Do you think of me at all as we slow your bus to a crawl, as your boss tries to bring us to our knees? As a window smashes, do you think of me? How I work hard, I'm good at my job. We saved this company, and all for what? To be sneered at, sold out, undermined. Do you think of me when you cross the line? Heart in throat, heart in hand, sitting arm in arm. You can see here I am, I look so young, but I am strong, not scared. My sisters, my brothers, I'm there. They try to take us all away, but like pebbles on a beach, we shift and remain. You can grind your heel down into the sand, but your mark disappears when the next wave lands. Oh, heart in hand, our bodies on the line, we who never took a hand out in our lives. Now the goodwill and the money pours in. It makes me weep, such a simple thing. Heart in throat, heart in hand, sitting arm in arm. You can see here I am. I look so young, but I am calm, not scared. My sisters, my brothers, I'm there. Heart in throat, heart in hand. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. With my sisters, my brothers, I'm there. Thank you so much. Well, in 2001, I had the privilege of being the artist in residence with the Edmonton District Labour Council, and that's kind of when I dove in and started associating with the Alberta Labour History Institute. Anyone here been to the Crow's Nest Pass in Alberta? Southwest corner of the province, an absolutely beautiful place. It was also one of the most dangerous places to work in a coal mine in the early 1900s. I took a tour of the Bellevue mine down there and came out of the cold black mine tunnel into an absolutely gorgeous day in the pass. And I got to thinking about the rum running history as well during those years in the early 1900s. 1916 to 1922 was liquor prohibition in Alberta, and so I felt for these fellas, knowing how dangerous their work was. They couldn't even have a beer at the end of a hard day's work. I want to acknowledge and thank James Keelahan for telling the story of Hillcrest Mine, because that's where I first heard about that mining disaster. I didn't read it in a history book in school. I heard it through a folk song. This is called Can You Blame the Poor Miner? And there's a refrain you can sing. Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? At the end of every verse. From heaven to hell he passes each day. Can you blame the poor miner for spilling some pay? A rum runner's booty to steal his resolve. Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? Those temperance ladies are raising the roof till you can't lay your hands on anything proof. Well, they've never spent a day not seeing the light. Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner for seeking respite? With pick and a lantern he harvests the coal, then climbs back out of that cavernous hole to a constant reminder mountains will move. Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? 30 men lost when Bellevue did cave, and Hillcrest's cold blanket of graves. Somehow he's hewn it all from his mind. Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? His need to unwind. He's old country raised, wife and children to feed on his wage. If he stands with the union to better his lot, can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? From hell to heaven he passes each day. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, they say. Meantime, there's comfort in draining a glass. Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? Can you blame the poor miner? Might be his last. Thank you so much. Thanks for singing. I have another wordier chorus for you, so we'll see how you do. This song was a CBC Song Commission at the time that Alberta was going non-smoking in its bars and restaurants, and people just couldn't even fathom how they were going to cope with that whole idea. And so if we worry about whether or not we can make the changes that we need to make this a better world, to make the air easier to breathe, just remember that we can change. This is called A Toast to Clean Air, and the chorus is a bit wordy. Farewell to the cigarette and the cigar, no longer your vapor will hang in the bar and seep into our clothes. Every eye, every nose, I propose a wee toast to clean air. And then at that point you can toast whatever it is you're drinking, whatever beverage. Lift it up and give it a woohoo, or sociable as they would say in Newfoundland. Farewell to the cigarette and the cigar, no longer your vapor will hang in the bar and seep into our clothes. Every eye, every nose, I propose a wee toast to clean air. This is also inspired in part by the folks at the Tuesday Night O'Byrne's Celtic music session. Come all ye bold pubbers and clubbers likewise, hear the true tale of smoking's demise. A new law is the bane of the nicotined brain, but the gaining of clearing the air. Some people predict that the pubs will now shut, and we'll all stay at home contemplating our butts. Well, us folks who have choked on second-hand smoke are stoked at the thought of clean air. Farewell to the cigarette and the cigar, no longer your vapor will hang in the bar and seep into our clothes. Every eye, every nose, I propose a wee toast to clean air. In the old days I'd work at night in the pub and wake the next morning with sinuses plugged. It was not from the drinking, I know what you're thinking. 'Twas lingering smoke in the air. Now when we imbibe an abundance of cheer, at least the next morning our throats are all clear. If our heads might be pounding, our lungs are astounding, resounding with all that clean air. So farewell to the cigarette and the cigar, no longer your vapor will hang in the bar and seep into our clothes. Every eye, every nose, I propose a wee toast to clean air. I pity the smokers at 30 below. Each puff that they suffer out in the snow with their fingers froze in a nonchalant pose. Still it grows on them too, the clean air. But alas for us all, there's no longer delight in flirtation that starts with, have you got a light? And no more can we sashay to borrow the ashtray that's passing with all the clean air. Farewell to the cigarette and the cigar. No longer your vapor will hang in the bar and seep into our clothes. Every eye, every nose, I propose a wee toast to clean air. There's folks in the corner still verbally spar. Now their long-winded words can extend even farther. Their points are still stressed by a mighty express of excessively hot but clean air. And finally, friends, here's the best reason yet. The dancers, the singers, the fiddlers don't fret, 'cause we're all breathing easy. We're no longer wheezing. My bellows I'll squeeze to clean air. So farewell to the cigarette and the cigar. No longer your vapor will hang in the bar and seep into our clothes. Every eye, every nose, I propose a wee toast to clean air. Woo! I'll do a little toast to clean water now. I've had the great pleasure over the last 10 years or so getting to know some of the folks up in the community of Fort McKay First Nation, which is on the Athabasca River, just 60 kilometers downstream from Fort McMurray and all of the oil industry there. And I've also had the great honor of working with Edmonton Indigenous Women's Trio Asani, which means rock in Nehiyawewan. And we worked together with the community, with Dorothy McDonald Hyde's friends and family, and with videographer Don Bozek, to interview the friends and family of Dorothy McDonald Hyde. She was the chief of the Fort McKay First Nation in the 1980s and 90s, when industry was really beginning to ramp up. And if you look at a map of Fort McKay First Nation, it's surrounded now by oil sands operations. So they've seen a tremendous change in their way of life over the last 70 years. And Dorothy was a really important advocate for her community in terms of Indigenous rights, human rights, environmental rights. So with her family and friends and their interviews, we put together some music with those interviews and with video footage of the community and the changes they've seen. And we have a 1-hour show called On the River, which has compositions by Asani and myself and all of us together. I'm going to do a song inspired by what Dorothy and her daughter, Dale Hyde, and her granddaughters, Feather and Alexis, what they all said about what the Athabasca River means to them. And the Athabasca River flows from the Athabasca Glacier in the Rocky Mountains and all the way across the province. It's a beautiful and hugely important river. So this is a bit of a toast to clean water. Tuning is like aircraft maintenance. It's always worth the wait. Every morning I walk down here, calm and peaceful, I am home from the cliffs or by the low banks. I feel her spirit flow. When I was young, I learned to swim here. You could play all afternoon. Now the water leaves you blistered, and the river runs in ruin. She once carried so much good here as she passed her joyful way. Now she bears a heavy burden, foam and oil mar her face. When I was young, I learned to fish here, grateful for the food she gave. Now my tears join with the rainfall in my prayer she be saved. I share my memories with my daughter. It seems a fairy tale, how we once could drink the water so cold, clear and pale. Those precious times down by the river, I would love for her to know. It's with bitterness and sorrow I warn her not to go. Now some might leave this sad story or depart this sullied place, but I was born and I will stay here to fight this home disgrace. I challenge those who treat this river as nothing more than dumping ground. Spend a day here in her presence, know your crime profound. Spend a day here in her presence, feel her life profound. They call me troublemaker, 'cause I'm finally saying no. I've been working hard and yeah, my pay is still so low. But when I spoke my mind, they said, troublemaker's gotta go. Troublemaker, that's your part. Troublemaker, they call me a greedy worker, 'cause I want my rollback back. My employer's time of need, I tried to help them get on track. Now I ask to share in the profit, they say, troublemaker's gotta go. Troublemaker, troublemaker, they call me troublemaker, 'cause I want the same as you. They're afraid I love someone I'm not supposed to, and when we seek the right to marry, they say, troublemaker's gotta go. Troublemaker, let's hear you. Troublemaker, 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 they call me scaremonger, 'cause I won't agree to someone making profit from the healthcare that we need. When I ask who's making the money, they say, troublemaker's gotta go. Troublemaker, troublemaker, they call me troublemaker, 'cause I'm gonna demonstrate. I make sure treaty rights don't take a backseat to world trade. But as I block their pipeline, they say, troublemaker's gotta go. Troublemaker, let's hear ya. Troublemaker, troublemaker, troublemaker. They call me an idealist, 'cause I want to close the gap. The poor are getting poorer in our country's ample lap. So next time I cast my vote, I'll say, troublemaker's gotta go. Troublemaker, let's hear it. Troublemaker, 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 troublemaker. My aunt, there's a flying nun on my album Joyful Banner Blazing, inspired by my aunt sister Cecily Dunn, who was a Salesian nun at the, she was a Salesian nun whose life's work was with youth in working class neighborhoods in the UK. First in Paisley, just south of Glasgow, and then in Liverpool and Bermondsey. She was known as a flying nun because she would ride around the neighborhoods on her scooter and go into businesses, including the pubs, and cajole the punters into supporting the youth programs. She was a joyful troublemaker, known to sing the odd folk song, She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain, which she initially heard, you know, having grown up in Glasgow, she would have initially heard as, oh, you can't shove your granny off a bus. No, you can't shove your granny off a bus. Oh, you can't shove your granny, 'cause she's your mommy's mommy. No, you can't shove your granny off a bus. You can shove your other granny off a bus, off a bus. You can shove your other granny off a bus, off a bus. You can shove your other granny, 'cause she's your daddy's mommy. A wee bit of indoctrination there. You can shove your other granny off a bus. I would like to assure you no grandparents were harmed in the writing of this introduction. She also loved Over the Rainbow, and her message to the youth she worked with, you are young, you are precious, you are loved. And that goes for us oldies as well. When she died 7 years ago and the funeral car was taking her from the convent to the church, the people in the community lined the roadway, and with great love and a playfulness she would have delighted in, they were singing, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Thank you. In streets where no one's path is smooth, polished every Sunday shoes, lined all along the road are we. One big heart on one big sleeve, and in the wake of the hearse, our voices float in verse. Every buoyant phrase and melody cries, sister, you will never be coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you are loved. You want to try that chorus? Coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, over the rainbow, joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you are loved. A young man's thanks for all you did, so lads like him could just be kids, a safe place he could hang about, drop the tough act, lose the loud, sing oh mom, determined gaze, remembers how she freely played and took to heart the story songs that whisper still, girl, you are strong, you'll be coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, joy joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you are loved. Your smiling eyes cut through it all. To our better selves did call, confident that we were there, coaxing us to dream, to dare, challenging the deal in drugs, raising money in the pubs, pulling heartstrings, squeezing funds. I was shameless, selfless, flying nun, coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you'll be coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you are loved. And we who line this road today, you nurtured, nudged along our way, taught us skills to help us cope through the darkness into hope. You're in the bustle of our streets, in the rain upon our cheeks. Your words a mantra we will keep and pass to every child we meet. Coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you'll be coming round the mountain, over the rainbow, joyful banner blazing. You are young, you are precious, you are young, you are precious, you are young, you are precious, you are loved. Thanks so much to everyone here at this beautiful festival. It's been an absolute treat. Thank you, Noah, front of house, and everyone backstage, Max and Kat and Jeff. And we had enjoyed a little workshop, and thanks to Magoo for all this beautiful emceeing. All the volunteers that make a festival like this run. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Margaret for the invitation, and just what a treat. So thanks for taking it easy on me. That's what the chorus of this song is, and some of you know it from this afternoon's sing-alongable songs. Take it easy on me. That's my part, but you can sing. Take it easy on me if you want. Or take it easy on me. If you like the path of least resistance, take it easy on me. You'll be our rock. Let's hear ya. Take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Beautiful. I'm a little girl, don't take up much space, but I'm trying to figure out my place. I'll go this way, that way, I make a mess, seeking out the world with a child's finesse. And I'm a teenage boy on the awkward side, and you hurt my heart. Never mind my pride when you bully me for who I am. I'm just finding my way to the promised man. Take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Beautiful. I'm a grown woman, my eyes sore, watching love smash to the floor. The biggest shards I've swept aside, but dust remains to break my stride. And I'm a broken man inside my head, and I can't remember what you said, and words to me slip from my grasp, so I mumble just to fill the gap. Take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. I can't find a home, just a tent in a park, but you gotta eat no matter who you are, and dirt poor's not the same as dirt. I'm trying to make this living work, and I've come from very far away, and I hope to find a better day, but your tongue trips my tongue flat. I miss my home, but I can't go back. Take it easy on me. 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 Take it easy on me, I say to the fool whose face I see in the rippled pool. It took so long recognizing myself. I dropped the prize I once held. Take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on me. Take it easy, take it easy. Take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Thank you so much, Blue Skies. What a pleasure to be here. What an honor. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Maria Dunn.